Bear encounters soaring, but will we see a bear hunt this year? When we could find out.
It's going to get warm this weekend, but a cold front arrives Sunday night. What it brings, I'll explain coming up in a bit.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now at 11 p.m.
Now at 11 weeks after Florida passes the toughest state laws on enforcing immigration, Osceola's sheriff speaks out how he says his agency will enforce those laws and where they won't be a part of the crackdown.
And just in time for spring break, Daytona Beach rolls out new high-tech cameras, how they aim to help police get results and detect troublemakers.
Plus, it's the next step for the theme park fans eager to enter Universal's epic universe. What went on sale today and how much a day at the park will set you back to enter the worlds of Nintendo and How to Train Your Dragon.
But we start now at 11 tonight with bears.
There's just too many of them. You know, I've had personal encounters with them where it's concerning. You know, you walk up to a 400-pound bear.
It was very terrifying, and I looked over and I was like, oh my gosh, and I just backpedaled.
Bear encounters are soaring, but will we see a bear hunt in Florida this year? That decision is one step closer tonight. I'm Ginger Gadsden. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, glad you're with us tonight. I'm Matt Austin. The last hunt was in 2015. It was supposed to last a week. It was called off after just 2 days. More than 300 bears were killed then, and now many are calling for another hunt this year.
So FWC held the first of 3 virtual meetings tonight, gathering public input. But no one from the public was allowed to speak, just email questions. So we sent News 6's Troy Campbell to the heart of bear sightings in Seminole County to ask our viewers. New at 11 tonight, after 3 special sessions on cracking down on people here illegally, Florida is one of the biggest backers of President Trump's tough talk on immigrants. We now have the toughest state laws on illegal immigration in the books, and those laws call on local deputies and police to take part in the crackdown.
Osceola County has a large Hispanic population, so Osceola County Sheriff called a town hall meeting to reveal how his department is aiming to get results.
Tonight, we are learning that the first ever person arrested for unlawful re-entry in Florida was arrested in Central Florida. According to the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, Felipe Hernandez Chavarria was arrested in Florida by Fish and Wildlife for trespassing. In jail, deputies discovered he was in the country illegally and had previously been deported in 2019. He is now being charged with unlawful re-entry, a new felony charge in Florida.
Spring break 2025 starts hitting its peak this weekend, and Volusia Sheriff is already warning a crackdown on young troublemakers. Beach businesses, police, and deputies are expecting the worst because 7 local counties are all having spring break at the same time, starting Saturday and then running all the way through Sunday the 23rd. But just as we can monitor Main Street in Daytona, Beach Cam, our live look here, this is from our Beach Cam, police are gaining some new high-tech eyes pointing toward the busiest tourist corridors. News 6's Molly Reed shows us how the new cameras can get results.
Well, the countdown is on once again tonight at Kennedy Space Center. We are now less than 20 hours away from the second attempt for SpaceX to send up the Crew 10 astronauts. So let's take a live look now outside Pad 39A, where the Dragon capsule is still sitting on top of a Falcon 9 rocket. It's still on the pad because of a problem with the pad, a hydraulic clamp that keeps the rocket steady until liftoff was acting up yesterday. I was broadcasting from Kennedy Space Center when the launch was called off about 45 minutes before liftoff. Crew 10 will help Butch Wilmore and Space Station Commander Sonny Williams get back to Earth after an 8-day stay that stretched to some 9 months. After showing Crew 10 the ropes of running the station for a couple of days, Butch and Sonny and 2 other astronauts will then head on home. Tomorrow night's attempt is currently scheduled for 3 minutes after 7 o'clock. I'll be back out at KSC to bring you live coverage on News 6, clickorlando.com, and of course our News 6 streaming app. I am very hopeful, fingers crossed, because the weather was perfect, everything was perfect. It's just that arm acted up. Yeah,
hopefully it works out. Well, of course, there's a reason to stay up late and keep your eyes on the skies tonight. Ahead at 11, why tonight's eclipse is called a blood moon and when it will be at its peak.
Plus, Universal rolls out more ways to buy tickets for Epic Universe. But how much will it cost to enter the portals to Mario and see classic monsters?
First, though, an alert for car buyers. One woman's out 21 grand. She checked the VIN number, but the used car she bought turned out to be stolen. How it could happen to you pretty easily, too. You're watching News 6 at 11, live on a Thursday night. We're getting results for DeLand, Indy Atlantic, and all of Central Florida.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Rubenstein Law. The new 6 Plus app is available on your Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and Android TV streaming devices. Download today.
WKMG has been hitting the road, and we've been going from town to town to town. We've been talking to you, exploring your city, and getting results. We're getting to know you in a whole new way.
Finally get to see the people that I see on TV in person.
There's not many news stations that would do that.
Watch us cover stories from Oviedo all week, starting March 31st through April 4th on WKMG.
Wow, that's exciting.
Now at 11, a warning you definitely need to know about. A woman is out of a car and $21,000. Turns out the used car she bought was reported stolen.
Deputies call it a clone car. It's a vehicle with a fake VIN that's actually from another car. News 6 investigator Lewis Bolton found out they're hard to spot.
We are a little more than 2 months away from Central Florida's newest theme park opening, and now single-day tickets are on sale.
Yeah, they're pretty pricey too. Adult tickets for Epic Universe start at $139. They run up to $199 depending on the day. The kids start at $134. Prices vary depending on the day you plan to visit. Dates are available starting on June 1st for single-day tickets. There are also 2-day ticket options that include a day at Epic and a day at one of Universal's other parks. The theme park officially opens May 22nd, but some lucky Universal team members are already getting to try out the nearly finished park, Universal's biggest in the U.S. We spotted some of those previews today up from Sky 6. It's looking good down
Yeah, it really is looking good. But here's something that's free tonight. We are now a few hours away from something exciting in the sky, a total lunar eclipse. This one is also called a blood moon because the lunar surface will appear red.
She says it's free, but I think you're going to have to pay for it tomorrow. Unless you can sleep in. The lunar eclipse happens when the Earth is positioned in between the sun and the moon. The area of the moon that reflects the light from the sun will appear reddish, orangish. When the eclipse nears its peak, the moon will start to gradually go dark. So, as a partial eclipse begins at 1:09 a.m., by 2:26 we'll enter the total eclipse where the moon appears completely red. That peak ends at 3:31. The whole eclipse ends at 4:47.
You're going to be able to tell who stayed up late or got up early to watch it because our eyes are going to match the moon.
The eyes will be blood red
exactly.
as well. That's a good point. All right, meteorologist Michelle Morgan joins us now with more on the eclipse.
Yeah, and the forecast is looking fantastic for that celestial event. I was in my car just hanging out and I saw Ginger taking a picture of
You scared me. I didn't see you in your car.
I didn't mean to scare you. I tried to be as, not as scary. But it's going to be a beautiful sight to see. We're looking at mainly clear skies. It is going to be a touch chilly around that time frame between 2 to 4 a.m. in the middle to upper 50s. So you may need a light jacket if you're heading out later on this morning, in the early morning, to check it out. Also, what to look for, a little bit of fog is possible during the overnight hours, but the fog is not going to last too long. We're looking at a beautiful Friday ahead where temperatures will be slightly above average with abundant sunshine. Into the weekend, we're looking at near record warmth where our daytime highs will be in the upper 80s and lower 90s. And then Sunday will be a dry start. But I am expecting our next cold front to arrive Sunday afternoon into Sunday night, and that is going to increase our rain and storm chances across Central Florida. So as you take a look at the visibility map, just to give you an idea what I'm talking about, fast forwarding things, again, we'll see a little bit of fog across the area. It will be light. We're not looking at thick fog, but again, that can cause some issues when you're trying to look up into the sky. Now, here's a look at your hour-by-hour forecast for tomorrow.
Sponsored by Strata Air Conditioning and Heating. AC emergency, you ought to call Strata.
Starting off with plenty of sunshine, lower 60s by 9, upper 60s by 10, hitting a daytime high of 84 degrees in Orlando. Not too bad. And for the rest of Central Florida, 83 in Kissimmee, Claremont, Leesburg, 76 in Daytona Beach, Titusville, a high of 79, and 77 in Melbourne. Let's go ahead and talk about the next cold front. Now, tomorrow, Saturday, fine. As that cold front continues to get closer to the peninsula, look at this. We're looking at Saturday. We'll begin to see that strong cold front brings strong to even severe thunderstorms to parts of the deep south as we go through our Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. Sunday morning, some of those storms will now enter northern Florida, but as it continues to get closer to us, we are looking at near record warmth as we head into our Sunday, and then Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. Even early Monday morning is when I'm expecting those storms to pop into Central Florida. As of right now, there isn't a severe weather threat on Sunday, but we'll have to continue to watch that very closely. So there's a look at your 7-day forecast. 84 tomorrow, 89 on Saturday, 90 on Sunday with a 50% chance for showers and storms. A few of those showers and storms lingering into Monday, but look at that cool down. We're back into the middle 70s Monday afternoon.
Wow, a lot happening in that 7-day. Michelle, thank you. Here are tonight's Florida lottery numbers. Pick 2, 5, 6. Pick 3, 1, 6, 2. Pick 4, 2, 4, 4, 8. And pick 5, 2, 3, 0, 5, 9. And the fireball is 4. Fantasy 5, 3, 28, 16, 26, and 2.
Cash for life is 6, 8, 31, 41, 45, and the cash ball is 2.
Well, police had to step in to help one pizza reach its destination thanks to an alligator obstacle.
Here's your pizza. Okay, I'll take it to her.
Yeah, how much was it?
I have no idea. I'm not the pizza man.
He's not the pizza man, lady. How one officer took the meaning of protect and serve to a whole new level.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Freedom Health Medicare Advantage plans.
The I-4 food tour is live right now for News 6 insiders. I'm hitting up our local restaurants, trying out their signature dishes, so maybe you can figure out where to eat this weekend. It's the I-4 food tour. Check it out.
Trooper Steve on Patrol is sponsored by Gibson Truck World. We are the king of trucks.
Well, departments here in Florida and nationwide say they are here to protect and serve.
But one Florida officer took that serving part quite literally.
I can't believe this. There's a big alligator under my car.
Hey, ma'am, could you...
Oh, my lordy. I saw one when it first moved in.
Get in the house!
Where's my pizza?
She's hungry. An officer in Bradenton was called out to report of an 8-foot gator wandering through the neighborhood. When he arrived, the pizza delivery driver was trying to reach the same home where that gator was hanging out. And she was scared and asked the officer to bring the woman her pizza. And as you saw, she was more worried about her pizza than the gator. The officer handed it to her at the back door, took a picture of the gator for her before it was taken away. And right there she goes, how much was it?
How much is it going to be? He's like, I don't know. I'm not here. I'm not at your Uber.
It could cost you an arm and a leg if you're not careful. All right. Sports director Jamie Say is here now.
Jamie, the Magic have had an easy time of it in the Big East.
Yeah, so they haven't lost to the Pelicans in New Orleans in over 8 years.
Oh, wow.
All right. The Magic were not losing this game tonight. The highlights on the way. And in Ponte Vedra Beach today, Jordan Spieth providing the shot of the day at the Players' Championship, chipping out of the bunker for Eagles. Spieth is 4 back. Camilo Villegas is tied for the lead after round 1, thanks to shots like that. But really, guys, it's the popped collar.
Oh, yeah.
That is everything. More sports next.
Breaking news, traffic. When you need to know what's going on in your neighborhood, trust Sky 6 to get the bigger picture. Exclusively sponsored by attorney Dan Newland.
The Orlando Magic's regular season ends 1 month from today. As they sit in 8th place in the Eastern Conference, they've got to take advantage of nights like tonight. The Magic visited the New Orleans Pelicans, a team that's 30 games below 500. Well, that baseball future is murky, but coming up, one other baseball future is not. It's time to put the spotlight on a Central Florida student athlete excelling on and off the field, our Prep Player of the Week. Tonight, we're talking balls and strikes with Ethan Rathman of Olympia High. The junior center fielder is tearing it up this year, batting close to 400 for the Trojans. No surprise, the college coaches have been lining up. He's committed to the University of Miami. He committed even before high school.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wild
What he
stuff,
wanted,
Jamie
yeah.
say.
All right, thank you, Jamie.
8-3.
And thank you for joining us for the news tonight.
Have yourself a great one. We'll see you on Friday.